It was a warm night, the sweet spot between August and October, where September could and would swing whichever way it wanted. I just left a promotion party for Todd Brubaker, who finally made partner at the firm we both started in. We made our bones there together, so to speak, side by side in the trenches. Still, just 5 years in, we were side by side no more. Somewhere along the way, he pulled ahead and was designated the new rising star, leaving the orbit of the rest of us minor constellations. And that night was the celebration of his ascent, which was the perfect motive to masquerade as congratulations for what really was my growing sense of envy and bitterness, as well as the permission to get drunk as shit. Not so drunk that you babbled hidden insecurities or embarrassing truths, or where you couldn't walk on your own. It was that level of drunk when you're totally honest with yourself and realize 2 more shots won't do a damn thing to dull the truth, but will definitely hurt you 8 hours from now. Yeah, getting old is a bitch. So I left the Asian Caribbean fusion bistro we'd been at and thoughtfully called an Uber, rather than risk ping-ponging my Tesla through the parking garage and the slick city streets just to get home. The overnight fee would be less than the body work or a DUI for sure. So in 6 minutes, I'd be whisked away by one Tennessee Milton in a gray Lincoln Town Car, according to the app. Now at the time, it seemed like a small thing, an appreciated surprise because these rides were always later than the app said they'd be. In my experience, they could be just 2 minutes away for over 10 to 15 minutes. So you could imagine my surprise when a gray Lincoln silently pulled up in about only half the time of the 6 minutes estimated arrival. In hindsight, that should have been a red flag, however minor, and the first of many as it'd play out. But when you're drunk and just trying to get home, everything seems like good fortune. I approach holding my phone up, and his window lowers as he nods that he's my ride. Tennessee, I said, as I lean myself in to get in the back. That's what my daddy named me. Not always what he called me, though. At your service, Mr. Michaels, is it? I confirmed my identity. As I studied Tennessee's face, he could have been anywhere from 32 to 51. And even now, try as I might, the only real characteristic I can remember is the appearance of age or lack thereof. I can't tell you if it was a fat or skinny face, pale or bronzed, double chin or goatee. Just that it's stuck in my mind as looking like either the tail end of youthfulness or the increasingly aggressive onset of the very beginnings of old age. That and his voice, a kind of syrupy drawl. I remember thinking he sounded like a convincing carnival barker that'd get you to give up your last $2 on a game you know you'll never win. And then we were off. Quietly at first, no conversation, and what looked to be a solid 23-minute ride. About 10 minutes in, as we exit the expressway, there's a 3-car pileup and a horribly mangled car at the front, fire truck, EMTs, and police already on the scene. Without realizing it, I say out loud, damn, that doesn't look good for whoever's in that first car. And this was the first time I heard Tennessee since his introduction, as he answered calmly, nah, it looks worse than it is. They'll be fine, though. He's going to swear he'll stop drinking so much. This was the wake-up call he needed, and she's going to believe him after 2 weeks of swearing to leave. And the baby will be fine too. Nah, they're okay tonight. Now, a year from now, next spring, that's a different story. Won't be in a car, though. It'll be a living room. She'll go first, of course, then him. But the baby in his crib in the next room will be fine again. He only wakes when he hears the shots. And weird enough, it's the continuous crying that gets the neighbors to call the police, not the discharging of a .25 automatic in a residential townhouse. Funny, huh? And I know I was drunk, but not that drunk, because I clear as day remember instantly saying, "Excuse me," and being intrigued, disturbed, and disgusted at the same time.